You might be wondering, why the red suit? Well, that's so bad guys don't see me bleed. Welcome to Not a Real Court. This week we have on Matt. Well, two Matts. We have Adamantium.
It's gonna make it so confusing.
Yeah, that is gonna be confusing.
I'm OG Matt. I guess actually I'm not because artist Matt's been on the show before, right?
He has, so technically he's OG.
Damn it! See, I'm so torn by this debate that I can't even make a good argument for me being the Matt. Crap. I guess I'm Kevin today.
All right, you're Kevin.
I'll go by Kevin.
I'll call you by Kevin. All right, and then we have the bad guy, Kenny.
Oh yeah!
Just waiting for it. And then we have Matt, the art of Matt Flint. If you want to, I know he's been on before, but if you just want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and I'll throw a piece of your new art up while you're talking.
I'm Matt, comic artist. I did that thing right there. That, yeah.
It's impressive, man. That's super good.
It is clean.
No, thank you. Appreciate that. It's taken a while to get to this point. Like, you know, I've been on a few comic covers before, but this one special. Especially I grew up on the Turtles, so you know, getting a chance to be on a Turtles cover is like high honors right there. So it was cool. It has a pretty big story behind it, and if you guys want, I can tell that story on like how we got to this point. So
yeah, I mean, if you want, go for it.
So yeah, I mean, I'll condense it, cut out some of the fat, but so
that's not.
I was approached. So I was approached by Funky Town Comics and Syracuse Collectors Con last year when they were like still just like planning out the convention. They're like, we want to do an exclusive. We're not sure what book yet. We're thinking though maybe Turtles, because I did suggest that this year is the Turtles' 40th anniversary. So so we started brainstorming ideas. I mean, my answer immediately was yes. They were like, hey, do you want, before they could even finish asking me, I was like, yes, absolutely yes, we're doing this. So the idea was to do a Crisis on Infinite Earths #8, the death of Supergirl cover. We were going to do an homage to that because George Perez had just passed away. It's an iconic cover, and we're going to do one of the Turtles like holding April O'Neil, and then a whole bunch of Turtles characters in the background. We want to go for the record of most Turtles characters in one piece. Well, big lesson to learn when you're dealing with big corporations like that is to make sure you get every single rule before you draw anything, because we had this thing like probably 80-90% of the way done, and it got rejected. Like, I'm drawing this thing and I'm like, this thing's getting rejected, absolutely getting rejected. What it came down to is that we had, if we wanted to be on this issue, we had 3 weeks left to come up with a brand new cover. So I did a lot of studying. I started looking at all the Turtles covers that were out there, and I'm like, all right, I think I know what IDW really wants. Let me do my thing, and that's how this came up. I haven't figured I'd share the original pencils.
Oh, let me get that. Yeah,
That's
awesome.
So, but that's how we got to this point. Scanned it in and colored it. Yeah, and here we are. I mean, I'm still. It's a little surreal that I'm on a Turtles cover, but
yeah, that's awesome. I mean, your art is really good. I mean, like I said before, I mean, I ran into you at a Comic-Con before, just, you know, walking around collecting art pieces to hang on my wall because I'm a fucking nerd. And you had that. I think you had the Black Panther one, right? It's kind of like a gray backwash to it. I have that one out in my library, and I fucking love that. I think that was like one of the first pieces I bought that day. we were just like, oh, let's walk around and, you know, see if there's anything that really catches our eyes, and then we'll go back around. But like that one, you know, stopping in your booth was awesome, and you were really cool with like actually like interacting with people that were walking up to you. So
I try.
So we are doing a basically a comic book discussion here with some characters. So we are going to be doing Deadpool versus Wolverine, or if you're Mike, Wolverine. So we are going to start with Kenny. We'll start with you. What is your opening debate on Deadpool being the best?
He can't die. Like, just straight up, he can't die. You can't kill him. Wolverine can die. We've seen him die. Like, and to the point where Deadpool made fun of him in his movie for dying. Like, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying on that. And Deadpool's gonna end up saving Marvel once again. And that's just my opening statement. I got more for you.
I could see Deadpool being like the make or break for Marvel though, because if that movie sucks, I'm gonna be furious. And
that's
never
the
watch
only
it
movie. That's the only Deadpool, or not Deadpool, only Marvel movie dropping this year, and that's gonna be the one to save him. That's gonna be it.
Yeah, if it's bad though, I'm not watching a Marvel movie again. I give up at that point.
It's gonna be good. It's got to be good. It's one of the ones that's like it's got to be good.
Yeah.
It has to be good, but there's no guarantee it's going to be good.
Yeah,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You
just don't go in with high expectations. That's the only thing I'm saying.
You know it's going to be good. I didn't go in with high expectations for Flash. I knew that was going to be shitty. But
Flash was not shit. I'm going to fucking fight you, Kenny. The first thing I'm doing in April when I see you is RKO.
Ooh, it's awful.
It's not a good first sign though if you're comparing Flash to this movie.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying that one I knew going in was like this ain't gonna be shit. Deadpool, I'm like I got high hopes for this one. I know it's gonna be good. I'm disappointed yet when I come in like that.
And
if Marvel keeps making or if Disney keeps allowing crazy shit to keep happening with their movies, like I just watched the Marvels probably 2 weeks ago for the first time.
Was the last night? The first shit was trash.
You know, it wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. With that being said, it wasn't good.
It wasn't bad to the point where I was like, I'm done watching Marvel forever. Like, it wasn't like the first Hulk bad because I was ready to fight somebody as a kid watching that. But like it was bad. It was bad.
I was entertained with Miss Marvel. Like, she stole the show, if anything, for that movie. The rest of it, whatever, I don't care. The Singing Planet. And spoilers if anyone hasn't seen it yet, but like it's not really a big plot point, but there's just
don't watch it.
That part was so dumb. That part was so dumb.
Watch the end credit scene. That's the only part that I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right. And I saw that about 2 minutes after it hit the theaters because YouTube wanted me to see it. So
made thing watch like worth that movie.
But I'm like, what is the Singing Planet? Like, what is happening?
Nothing to do with nothing. That and the cats. I was like, what is going on?
I feel like Nick Fury hasn't had a a good story. We'll just go with good because my brain's absolutely fried. A good plot point in 5 movies, or shows. 5 movies or shows.
It's coherent.
Just
something.
Because let's just forget Secret Invasion exists. Like,
I couldn't make it to that show.
That was awful too. Nothing can get worse than that. Like Marvel's was way more enjoyable than 5 hours of Secret Invasion.
So Matt Flint, what is your opening statement for Wolverine being the best character?
Man, so I mean, the little bit of bias here. Wolverine is in my top 4.
You got top 4 as well.
We're gonna introduce the top 4 here because it's Spider-Man, it's Captain America, it's Wolverine, then it's Batman. So I got to give DC a little love there, just a little bit. Wolverine, like, do you get much more iconic than Wolverine? I mean, he's been in comics since 1983. Right, 83 was when he debuted in Hulk 181.
Fact check.
Yeah, that's all you, buddy.
Yeah. So he's been in there. If he dies, he still comes back somehow, some way. He's got healing powers. He's a badass with or without a metal skeleton. And he's Canadian, and he has one word that's associated with him, and it's a 3-letter word, and it's bub. Like, how awesome is that? Even one catchphrase. You think of the word bub, you think of Wolverine.
So, with my fact check here, he was debuted in 1832. I'm just kidding. That's when he was
Wow.
born. No,
18. I was like, yeah, this is ridiculous.
1974 is when he appeared in comics.
Okay, that was off about 10 years, but okay, so that makes it even better. 1974, he has been iconic since then. Man, like, I guess my argument is like he's just a pure badass.
All right, Kevin, what is your opening statement? I hate that I have to call you Kevin.
God, I'm really torn. I wanted to listen to the guys and really see if one of them could sway me one way or another. I'm not gonna lie. The very first thing I had written down on my entire list under Wolverine, if you can read that, it says dead. So I think I have to follow along with Kenny. I feel like we're on the same wavelength here. So I'm gonna argue why Deadpool is the best, and I think that's a great first piece right away. Right, like Wolverine died. He might have been born in or whatever in the 1800s and debuted in 74, but that just means he's old. So that means when he gets onto movies nowadays, he dies. He literally dies. I haven't seen Deadpool die, so like it's a tough one for me to like then argue against. And then what I have seen is Deadpool, like where you think he should die, like get cut in half, and then the part of him that gets cut off, he like regenerates and like it becomes like multiples of him. I don't remember seeing Wolverine do that. Like that's some crazy shit. Like he regenerates at such a wild speed that I just don't see how Wolverine could beat him without outside interference, which we see in X-Men Origins, right? We see that whole battle scene up on the top of the power plant, and
Awful movie.
Deadpool is about to win. He is about to win and chop that head off, but because of outside interference, he was able to win, right? So the way I see it is that the Wolverine's more like the bloodline. Wolverine might be the Roman Reigns, but Deadpool is the Cody Rhodes, and we know how this story ends.
Finish the story.
Oh my God. There's a lot to unpack right there.
I have a theory about Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna bring it up one day. If we ever have Cody Rhodes in the argument, I'm gonna bring up my theory about Cody Rhodes one day.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say if we ever have Cody Rhodes on.
No. If we have Cody Rhodes on, I'm like, hey, Cody Rhodes.
Wow. I'd have fucking fireworks going off behind me if he was on.
I tapped my table a couple times.
Every time before he starts talking, you hit the whoa button and just some fireworks go across the stream.
Start the show with so Cody, what do you want to talk about?
I'll be in the background just singing that entire song. My father said when I was younger. The whole time.
That's nasty. I don't even know how WWE got brought up in this shit, but
you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I mean, I know how it was. We were all of a sudden Roman Reigns' name got dropped. Wolverine is Roman Reigns. But I couldn't get past the fact that we're already bringing X-Men Origins into this.
That is crazy. I was not going to bring it. That was bad to the argument. He's on my side now. It's bad to our.
My guy. That's like big swinging cojones right there. Bringing that in, I'm like, holy crap.
So here's what I'm going to say about this. When it comes to, I guess, more bad movies, I'll say this. Deadpool's only had one miss. He's only had one miss, and that was at X-Men Origins. It was one miss. Now, let's be real about X-Men. There's a lot of misses in X-Men movies. There's a lot. If you want to sit there and break it down, there is a lot of misses. There's like 3 good X-Men movies. There's like 3, maybe 4 good X-Men movies.
I mean, we're strictly talking about movies. Yes, agreed with you,
Yes,
100%.
hey, if we're gonna be real, there's like good four good X-Men
But-
movies, and they're all starring who? Wolverine. I'm
But
just saying.
if
He
you had to
can't
pick
the movie.
someone that carried those movies to make them any bit enjoyable, Wolverine.
No, I give you that for sure. I give you that for sure.
Wolverine 100%, because let's face it, like some of the other X-Men movies, like, all right, First Class, okay movie on its own.
It was cool. It was cool.
Best part is when Wolverine told everyone to fuck off. Like,
yeah.
Again,
one scene, I'll give you that. The one scene was good.
One scene, and I was just like, all's right with the world again. Like, but all of that culminated into Logan. 100% great movie from start to finish. Like, and it made everything before it, I think, much better. Especially.
But my argument is, I was about to say, because I said all those bad movies, Deadpool had one bad movie, and Deadpool came back and saved us. He came back and killed that verse. He said, "That's no more." That's what I'm saying. He has a clean slate now. He has 2 movies now. That movie's done. There's no more. No more.
Okay.
He even went and killed the himself, Ryan Reynolds, for taking the Green Lantern script. That's how cold Deadpool is. He said, "I'll even go to the other side." Hey, he's on my top 4, Green Lantern, and he saved us from that too. That's how cold Deadpool is.
I got a quick question. Kenny's gonna laugh when I say this, but have you guys ever watched Logan in black and white?
I have not.
Why are you watching in black and white?
No,
because so if you bought the movie in 4K, it came with a copy of it in black and white and in color, and like that movie in black and white is so fucking good because of like the emotion and everything going through it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I prefer to watch that movie in black and white.
Why?
You have to do it. You have I can't explain it. Like, it's something you just have to like experience.
I mean, that might be a popcorn thing for me some night here then, but
yeah, like it's really good. Kenny's laughing because I thought Rocky 1 was in black and white, and I argued it so hard that I went and grabbed a copy of it and threw it in, and it was in color.
He put Justice League on it. He said it's better because it's longer. It's in black and white.
No, that's not what I said. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Because I will say that's how I feel about Justice League. I think Justice League
was also filmed. It's in 4:3 or whatever too. You don't want to watch that shit.
It was so overrated.
But Logan in black and white, like it's an official. It's so good. It's so good. I highly recommend it. That's all I'm going to say about that.
No, I mean, I kind of forgot it existed. So does that mean that is the black and white version considered almost a separate movie? Just throwing that out there. Like
I think it's called Logan Noir.
Yeah. All right. Has a whole different title.
Yeah, it is. It's Logan Noir.
So, I mean, Deadpool may have had 2 movies.
Joe, how would you
doesn't have that many?
How would you feel if they sold a video game, right? You bought it, then they resold that same video game in black and white, and they said, "Hey, new game."
Depends on the emotion. It depends on the emotion.
It's called Mass Effect 2 Noir.
That's not the same. That's not the same. No. That is not the same. That's not the same.
Sounds the same to me.
The Last of Us 2, black and white.
No.
It's
Logan
Clementine is Walking Dead.
Yes. Yes. I would play Telltale games in black and white. All right. Does anyone else have any other arguments on this between Wolverine and Deadpool?
Yeah, R.I.P. Logan. Deadpool's still around.
He is still around. I will say though, one thing, Kenny, that I want to argue against. Deadpool can be killed. You just have to cure cancer, and as long as we have the healthcare system that we have, well, that'll never happen. So, he'll be around forever.
He can literally take a nuke and live. Like, there's no stopping this man.
Well, I mean, again, like some of my comic knowledge is really, like, history knowledge is really skewed, but like Wolverine could like literally cut that dude all sorts up, and you're saying tiny cell he'd regenerate?
Yeah, no, he would still regenerate. he can take a nuke. They say he can regenerate as long, like I say, he can. Don't like. There is no way of killing Deadpool. He's literally cursed to live. Like he literally cursed.
He
Wolverine
loves Lady
Wolverine can
Death.
be-
He falls in
Wolverine
love
can be
with Lady
drowned.
Death.
Wolverine can be drowned, and we've seen him die multiple times. And like, especially like the what ifs, we've seen Deadpool kill Wolverine in one of the what ifs. Like it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible.
My biggest thing too is just like Wolverine is just one-on-one. While he's great, he's not just this unbeatable person. What Magneto, just the only reason he's able to beat Magneto is because he has a bunch of other buddies that can take care of him that don't have their bodies full of metal. Like there's nobody that just controls Deadpool like that.
If Magneto was in the MCU, you know how ridiculous, you know how quick that shit would be over with.
Just
you know how
done.
quick that would be.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
look at Iron Man. Shut your ass up. Shut your
that
ass up.
that makes me think though, like, all right, so I'll jump brands. DC has Superman. He's basically the most unbeatable person ever.
Okay.
Also kind of boring. On the other side of that, you
Very
have
boring.
Batman absolutely loved. Absolutely. Why? Because Batman's relatable. Jumping back over to this topic.
He's a rich white man. He's a rich billionaire.
Wolverine,
I have nothing in common with this man.
Wolverine,
a rich white man. I have nothing in common with this man.
Wolverine
He sleeps with women
just
every night. We see a new every time they show Batman, he's got a new chick, and he's like, "All right, you go on." I can't do that.
I mean, maybe Batman's the guy we all wanted to be. I don't know, but
He's the Dark Knight. I'm just dark. Like we can't do that.
I do agree with that though, like the Batman over Superman thing, because Superman is boring.
Boring as shit.
I'm not saying Deadpool is boring, but if we have a character that can't be defeated, I mean, at some point it's like, all right, well, maybe that gets a little boring story wise.
I'll give you that because the fact that there's no danger in it. Like that's
right.
that's how I feel with prequels. Like when you have a movie and then you have a prequel, I'm like, he's not gonna die. You know, this is obviously before. So I feel you on that. I feel on that aspect of it. But
right, Wolverine.
When you have unstoppable people, that's still funny. That's kind of like, I don't know if you watch One Punch Man. Like that show is enjoyable. You know he's not gonna lose. He beats everybody in one punch, but it's still funny while you're watching it. As ridiculous as it is, it's still funny. And I feel like that's the same thing with Deadpool.
It is, but like at some point, I feel like it's gonna, like if they don't find a way to keep it interesting, it'll lose its luster. Like One Punch Man is destined to end at some point.
Yeah.
Like most anime, it'll just end because an anime studio doesn't have a budget. But
I mean, One Piece has been going for like 1,400 episodes.
that's insane.
Also, I mean, you can look at the animation, in my personal opinion, and be like, man, maybe they didn't have a budget. But
but they had a great budget. That first animation was insane. I mean, that second one, I don't know about that, but
yeah,
first season was amazing.
But going back to Wolverine though, always has been an interesting character. I mean, he wanted the girl that he couldn't have. He was a loner. Other than that, he was you'd always find him in like some like biker bar drinking, just trying to like drown his sorrows, even though he couldn't probably really get drunk or whatever. Could die, had his own demons, and went berserker, like, and had that berserker murderous rage. Like he was almost a villain and a good guy all in one at the same time. So Heart of Gold, huge villain. So
that is almost where I feel like I was torn on this a lot, because like I feel like everything you just said you could say exactly about Deadpool also. Like there was a lot of that teetering where he was just on that line of, is he a bad guy or is he not? He was a bad guy. You had him in one of these movies. So like he just, I don't know. I feel like on a lot of spots their personality is very similar. The one thing though that I think you did say that I would say they're very different on is where you talked about how for Wolverine he wanted the girl that he couldn't have, whereas Deadpool just banged everything that he wanted to. He just grabs all the tail. Again, I kind of mentioned it earlier. He fell in love with Lady Death. Like that is the most like pedestal pussy that's out there. He got it.
Was that a crossover event? Like,
This
For
is
a
just,
li-
I think, this is just going like later in the comics. They talk about just because he dies so many times and
Yeah,
Okay.
that he meets Lady Death so often and eventually falls in love with her.
because that was just like we're talking about like
No,
the
no,
Lady
this-
Death
yeah.
that's like pale white or whatever.
yeah.
No, I'm going down the road on that though.
Okay, all right. Because I'm like, I gotta go actually read that story. But
There, I don't remember this, but because I was just looking at different things on this, and that was one of they had a list of all the hottest ones that people had that Deadpool had banged, and number 2 on that list was Rogue. I didn't realize that. I don't know when that happened, but good on him when you can take that. Like, she touches me and it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna die. That's impressive. That's
true.
impressive. He was able to satisfy her when nobody else could.
Yeah, he
Wow.
don't care about. He don't things. He don't care. He said he'll hit women, men, mutants, humans. He don't care. He does not care.
All right.
I'm-
Any final things to say before I pass my judgment here?
My final thing is Deadpool is so iconic that Hugh Jackman said he was never returning as the Wolverine unless he was in a Deadpool movie.
Ooh.
I mean,
That's the haymaker.
No.
The haymaker.
here we are having Hugh Jackman return as Wolverine.
Where? Where? In a Deadpool movie.
And in the MCU. In the MCU.
In the MCU, he says the only way he's come back is if it's a Deadpool movie, and we got him back. We got him.
It took a Deadpool movie to bring Wolverine back.
Yeah, that's crazy. Not even all the X-Men can bring him back, but it took one Deadpool.
All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the side of
Finish this.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products, from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, T-H-R-E-E, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
All right. So the side I'm going to go with is going to be Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
All right.
Snickety,
And
snickety.
I'm going to use one of
Prejudice.
Matt's quotes. I'm going to use one of Matt's quotes
Prejudice.
here for it because he even said it himself. He said Wolverine is the Roman Reigns, and I heard Roman Reigns is the GOAT, right? So is Wolverine. Matt confirmed it. Kevin confirmed it. I'm sorry.
My one argument that I had that I thought that was like my best argument
was his facial
was
hair.
that what actually I did have weird facial hair written down right underneath dead.
I know I seen it when you held it up.
It was that Deadpool was virtually the AEW of wrestling. The Wolverine is the OG, the WWE, and then Deadpool comes in as the AEW. The I'm just gonna swear as much as possible and do the craziest damn things and just injure a bunch of people, but whatever. You'll like it.
Have a pane of glass get shattered into the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I knew if I made that argument, I was losing. I'm like, that's why I kind of wanted to go Wolverine. I thought that one argument would win it, but
Yeah, I mean,
Damn
Dan, I'm almost glad you didn't bring that up because I'm like, there's my in right there.
I also just got to say that being able to have Hugh Jackman in the yellow Wolverine suit finally is going to be so fucking exciting to see.
no, I forgot my best argument. Joe, what's better, blue and gold or red and black?
Both.
What
What do you mean? They're both.
Like,
both.
one's not better than the other, Joe.
Both are Sabres colors.
Yeah, but which ones do the Sabres win at wearing?
What?
They win wearing the red and black. Good Lord.
I guess.
He said what?
Yes.
I don't remember them winning.
Won at home last year.
I don't. That's in the past. We're living in the past.
Long ago, many moons ago, the
Yeah,
Sabres won once.
Yeah, you remember when they were wearing that blue jersey back in 1970?
He said, "What?"
I know. All right. So next up, we are doing the best, kind of keeping it in the same realm, but not really. So it's best Ryan Reynolds movie or best Hugh Jackman movie. So we're doing two actors in this one. And it's not the movie itself, it's the role in it. So, even if they just had like a slight role in the movie, it's going based off of their role.
That's the best way to do
so
it.
much for me. That changes
the
so
way to
much
do
for me.
it.
Hey, before we start this, I want to take this over for a quick second. I'm so mad that I missed last week. That animal draft sounded fantastic. And I was yelling at my car like while that draft was happening. I can't believe some of the picks that didn't happen. First off, I'm just going to go through three of them real quick. First off, though, Joe, I can't believe that nobody took Street Sharks. That was the worst.
Yeah.
To me, the most egregious thing. You would, if I was there, I would have had that for you. I'm pissed off nobody took Tony the Tiger. And I think the most important one, whether you wanted to take just the animal itself or just go specific and take Willie, how does nobody take a goddamn orca? It is a fucking killing machine. That is the most dangerous animal in the fucking world. And nobody's going to take a goddamn orca. And not even the one that can fucking jump over and make friends with a kid. God damn it.
That draft got so out of hand. Like
it really did, but it was so much fun. I'm so mad I missed it. I'm so mad.
Yeah, as soon as Timon said that, I said bet.
We were drafting the giraffes, dogs, and then all of a sudden it was Perry the Platypus, and then from there,
said that,
Michelangelo. Michelangelo should have been the number one pick.
I said I got some for your ass.
I
got something for you.
All right, so for this one, I'm going to put a movie in. I'll do it after all of you guys go, and then each of them are going to do 5 movies apiece, and we'll alternate. So Matt, I'm going to have you go first. What movie you want me to throw on here? Either Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman.
Everything just changed for me though. But I'm going to.
Not you, Matt. You're Kevin.
Oh my God, I'm Kevin. Son of
a bitch. Fucking Kevin. Screwing this all up. I want to say I'm gonna go with Just Friends, Ryan Reynolds.
Perfect.
That's a good one.
All right, Kenny.
Deadpool. Shit, we already talked about it. Deadpool.
All right, Kevin.
I got after the discussion earlier. I think I have to go Logan Noir.
All right, Matt.
The Prestige.
Good one. That was my next one too. Good one.
Kenny.
Deadpool 2. No, I'm just kidding. Go. Let's go with. We're not doing off the movie. We're basing off the character.
Yes, it's the character and that role.
Oh no, I know. That's why I'm saying it. I want to make sure.
I know. I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
Blade Trinity.
Damn it! I didn't think it was gonna be that.
Blade Trinity. The movie was trash, but he was pretty funny in it.
I thought you were gonna say something totally different. All right, Kevin.
I'm gonna be just boring and say Les Mis. It's fucking great.
Did I?
Yeah, you skip Matt.
What?
No, I meant. No. Did I spell that right?
Oh, I think you skipped Matt.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Wow. All right, Matt.
Van Wilder.
Fire.
Stop ruining it.
Fire.
I swear to God, if somebody else steals that for.
That was a good one. Fire.
Kenny.
Yeah, and whoever said movie 43, you need to go on somewhere. That movie was terrible.
You lies. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. He was the best thing in the whole movie.
That movie is terrible.
He has testicles for an Adam's apple, and it is the funniest damn thing you'll ever see. The funniest damn thing.
That's one of the movies. It made me so angry. It made me so angry. I'm going Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
See, I had that on my list until he said it was the acting in it.
I mean, I changed it so you could get White Castle, Matt.
Yeah, but he had the one scene, but he low key stole the show with that one scene. He said, "Luscious
It was a
chocolate
great
lips, luscious chocolate lips."
All right, Kevin.
Waiting.
That's what I
Ooh,
thought Kenny was gonna say.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a
wait.
good one. ...
There we go. All right, Matt.
Days of Future Past.
That is actually, I think, one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I love
that. That's one of the good ones. That's why I said that's one of the good ones.
Yeah, Days of Future Past and Logan are definitely my top two. We're not saying top 3 or top 5 tonight. It's only top 2 and
Top 4. It's top 4.
You can do top 7s too. All right, Kenny.
The Voices. And Ryan Reynolds was a murderer.
He's also a murderer in Deadpool.
Well, yeah. But this one, he's serial killing that too.
Kevin?
I'm gonna take a stranglehold on the musicals and take The Greatest Showman.
Matt.
Deadpool 2.
All right, Kenny.
Free Guy.
Oh yeah, that was good.
So yeah, he did a good job on that one.
Kevin.
There's so much of me that wants to take the Green Lantern
I was looking at that too.
and movie 43 just to make us talk about it, but I feel like it got its time. It got talked about on this episode, and I'm happy about that. I'm actually gonna go one of my personal favorite movies, Swordfish.
I forgot about that movie.
Oh yeah,
Forgot about that one.
Halle
Okay.
Berry, man.
So
That prime Halle Berry.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I am not taking movie 43 because I have never seen it. I just watched this movie again the other
You should,
day.
Joe. You should.
I'll watch it after. I got so many fucking wrestling pay-per-views to get through still. I gotta finish that, and then I'll watch it after that.
Worth it.
I'm doing Prisoners. I think. Yeah, Prisoners.
My only thing, if he's playing the same character, are we doing both Deadpool 1 and 2 on there?
Yeah, because he did technically. They're 2 separate roles.
Is it?
It's definitely
he
2
acted
separate
2
acting
different
jobs, and I would consider those different.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I remember you said something about.
Yeah, it's not like he picked Logan and Logan Noir.
Right? Is Will Smith in Men in Black 1 the same as Will Smith in Men in Black 3?
That's what I'm saying though. Like it's the same. He's playing the same character. That's what I'm saying. Like he's playing the same
He
character.
is playing the same character, but there's
the
times
first one's way better.
Yeah,
Character development.
Character development. They could be ass in one of the movies. It really just depends.
I could find another Hugh Jackman movie that hasn't been named. I'm just trying to think of one right now that I've seen.
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, you could have
Van
Deadpool
Helsing.
2, or else you have to not Van Helsing.
That was the other one I had on my list. Or Green Lantern.
I'm not mad if we put Van Helsing in there.
I wasn't either. Again, that was my.
Do you guys want to? If you guys want to remove one of your picks, you can.
Oh no, my picks are gold.
Kenny, are you good with yours?
I'm good with mine. Yeah.
Matt.
Well, let's appease the masses. Let's put in Van Helsing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Even though Deadpool 2 is a more solid choice, but
Now Van Helsing is going to win. All right. Go ahead and shuffle these. That'd be fucking crazy.
Because Van Helsing, in my opinion, wasn't a good movie, but he did a good job in it. That's how I feel about it. If we're going by the acting in it, like his acting, he did a good job in it. He was cool. He did his job. He was cool in it. But
I don't remember it all that much. Like I don't know if I didn't watch it all the way through.
A while.
It's not much to it. That's what it was. It's not much to it. But
All
he
right.
did a good job.
So we're going to start off with round 1, The Voices versus Just Friends. Matt,
Oh, wow.
what's your vote?
Just Friends.
All right.
It's Just Friends.
Kenny?
Make it a sweep.
Kevin?
Make it a sweep.
Yeah, like
All right.
The Voices was
Perfect.
cool, but yeah, Just Friends is a classic.
All right. Deadpool versus Harold and Kumar. Kevin?
I'm gonna go Harold and Kumar.
Are you? Wow.
I loved it.
Kenny?
I'm going Deadpool. I mean, for sure. That's like when you think of Ryan Reynolds, that's his movie. Like everybody has their one movie. That's them. That's his movie. Harold and Kumar. He had his one scene was hilarious, but It's Deadpool for sure.
Matt was really on the side of Deadpool and picked Harold and Kumar over that. That's crazy. Matt,
That's not what the debate was.
I'm going with Deadpool. I like Harold and Kumar, but Deadpool's a classic. So
I do was going that way. I just had to give him some love, especially since I didn't get to draft him. It was more my like, I wanted you on the team. I'll give you some love.
All right, then we got the Prestige versus Les Mis, and Kenny, we'll start with you.
I'm going Prestige. I've never seen Les Mis.
That's good.
I never even heard of it, actually. I never heard of it.
Matt?
Me?
Yep.
Prestige.
All right. Kevin?
Such bullshit. This is goddamn bullshit. Just because he hasn't seen one of the greatest musicals in all time, and he puts on a fucking performance of a lifetime there. I can't believe it's losing to a stupid movie about fake ass magicians that I only found out about yesterday because my wife told me it was a great movie, but I've never seen it, which means it's probably shit. Can't believe it fucking lost here. Give me Les Mis because it deserves the fucking vote.
But Prestige was fire.
Just a reminder. Sorry, just a reminder. I forgot to throw this out there at the beginning. Because I do not vote, I get one veto. I can't use it at the finals, but I can use it at any point to push something through. Just once. You're not using it there, Kevin.
Okay.
Oh, come on, what a tease!
I was gonna say. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, I did
Prestige
want to tease him.
Fire. Prestige was fire.
God,
all right.
it doesn't.
Then we have.
It might be fire, but it's nothing compared.
So we got Free Guy versus Blade Trinity. Matt?
Free Guy. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that is so tough. Because I love both for their own reasons. Man, I'm giving some love to Blade Trinity just because Triple H gave the pedigree to a character in the movie. I can't remember who it was, but it was awesome.
It was him. He did it to him.
It was him. That's what I thought.
He hit him with a spine buster.
Again, it's been a while.
Yeah, he hit him with a spine buster.
I thought it was the pedigree.
No, he picked him up and slammed. I think he slammed him through a floor with the spine buster.
All right, man. I could have sworn it was the pedigree. All right, whatever.
I never made it to Blade Trinity because those movies suck. Kenny?
The terrible movie takes in this.
It's for the movie. I'm going Blade Trinity. Like for what they did in it, I'm definitely going that one. He said, unlike your typical vampires, her fangs are located in her vagina.
It had some of the best one-liners ever.
Kevin?
Just to be difficult, because fuck these two, I'll just vote for Free Guy.
All right. This one's a banger. Van Wilder versus Logan Noir. Kevin?
Oh, shit.
This is so I disagree from an earlier statement when you said when you think of the Ryan Reynolds movie, you think of Deadpool. If you said Ryan Reynolds in a movie, I think Van Wilder. That's the first movie I really think of with him, and that's where I really loved him. But Logan is that might be one of my top 10 favorite movies. The movie is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm voting to Logan here.
All right. Kenny?
I'm going Van Wilder. I think the same way you feel about Van Wilder before Deadpool came out. That was his movie for me. That was his one. That was okay. That Van Wilder. I think of Van Wilder. Think of him. They tried to do sequels. It was shitty, but that first Van Wilder was amazing. And then Deadpool came out. I was like, damn, he's Deadpool.
All right, and Matt.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I have a very, very strong spot in my heart for Van Wilder, but Deadpool was such a phenomenal movie, so I'm going to go with Deadpool.
Deadpool is not one of the options.
No, it's not that. I thought it was Deadpool.
No, Logan.
I'm shocked, guys. So Logan. It's Logan. That's what I meant. So
all right.
Wait. What about Van Wilder in black and white? What about that?
Van Wilder and what?
Now what are we doing?
In black and white? No. It's not getting a veto if it's black and white.
So
I was
what
gonna
about
get
Logan in color? Now what?
I was gonna get upset there. The way that you were talking about this movie in that during that first part of the debate, I was for sure I was getting your vote at least here. I was gonna be mad.
All right, then we got Days of Future Past versus The Greatest Showman. Matt, we'll start with you.
So I'll admit I haven't seen The Greatest Showman. So I'm gonna naturally go with Days of Future Past, just on the sheer fact that I have not seen The Greatest Showman yet, which I know is a shame, but
That's your homework tonight. Kenny?
Hey, can I guess if Kenny's seen The Greatest Showman? I think I have a fucking guess here.
Guess what? I have not seen The Greatest Showman, so I'm going Days of Future Past.
Shocker.
Kenny doesn't like singing.
I don't do musicals.
Fuck.
I don't do musicals.
He probably doesn't
All
watch
right.
Glee either.
Fuck Glee.
damn
That's everything
it.
about art.
You just
Gleek
voted
for
against-
life.
You just voted against a beautiful performance by Zac Efron as well.
Fuck him and High School Musical.
Yeah, I love High School
If he ain't
Musical.
wrestling, fuck him.
We're all in
Veto.
this
Veto.
together. Veto. I'm not vetoing Days of Future Past. Sorry.
Actually, that
I
next
know you're
round,
going Greatest Showman.
Logan versus Days of Future Past can be a good one. Sorry
Yep.
for the tease.
Van Helsing versus Swordfish. Kevin, we'll start with you.
What? Swordfish was my last pick, and I was trying to choose between these two, so I have to go Swordfish.
All right. Kenny?
It's been a minute since I've seen Swordfish. But I remember him doing a good job in it.
It was very good.
I'll go Swordfish.
All right. And Matt.
Swordfish was like based Matrix, so Swordfish.
All right. We fought over Van Helsing for nothing. Then we got Waiting versus Prisoners. Start with you, Kenny.
It's Waiting. It's Waiting. For sure.
All right. Kevin.
Yeah, I loved Waiting. It was so funny.
All right. And Matt.
What the fuck is Prisoners?
Prisoners is Hugh Jackman. It's a very serious movie. So he is having it's either Thanksgiving or Christmas, and his kid and his neighbor's kid get kidnapped. And then the guy that plays
Fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. I looked it up.
It is Jake Gyllenhaal. Yes, it is. That's funny. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's my favorite.
Was this on the Jake Gyllenhaal draft?
Yes, this was on the Jake Gyllenhaal tournament. But the guy that kidnaps him is Paul Dano. I think that's how you say his name.
Oh yeah.
But
Yep.
that movie is very good. Very, very good.
I'll put that on my watch list.
Honestly, it's in my top 2 Hugh Jackman movies.
Really? Okay, I'll have to watch that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, with that being,
where's the Jake Gyllenhaal movies?
would
Jake
that be?
Gyllenhaal, he's in my top 4 for sure.
You've been trying to push Jake Gyllenhaal every week on this podcast.
Did you like Jake Gyllenhaal in The Sands of Time, Prince of Persia? So with that being said, my vote goes for Real Steel. I'm kidding. It goes for Waiting.
All right,
Waiting,
perfect.
sure. Best line ever. He said, "Rule number 1: don't fuck with the people that make your food."
Y'all worked at restaurants before? Y'all worked at restaurants?
Yes.
Worked at restaurants? Yeah.
Kind
Joe,
of.
you? Yeah. Matt?
No, but I work in customer service, so
Bro, that movie is so dead on. It's crazy.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
with stuff like that, yeah.
dead
There's some
ass
shit
on.
that I won't say on air.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
definitely.
definitely.
my one of my favorite parts is just when Dane Cook they introduce Dane Cook and he's like, "Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch."
Yep.
The nastiest part is when he's when they're making the food and he pissed the lady off. So they all taking turns just doing nasty stuff to the food. And then he's like, he said, "Time for some salt," and he goes like this. I was like, "Oh."
Oh.
That was the nastiest part.
Yo, that had everyone doing the bat wing too, and the brain.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, he was squatted over with his nuts.
Yeah, I went to a couple parties. Got to see more people than I really needed to see. So
Say hello to the Batwing, bitch.
All right,
Actually,
so moving on to round two.
Because of that movie, though, my guy, one of my friends from back home, he took a picture of like himself sitting down because he was well endowed or whatever, and he started posting it on everyone's MySpace page. That's how long ago this was. It backfired on him because we all started coming up with other nicknames for him, like Pataguana and stuff like that. That the point that he absolutely regretted just posting that on everyone's comments. It was freaking hilarious, and still to this day, I don't let him forget it. So
I tell you what, I will never see. Well, I'll never put him in my top 8. After that, I take him out my top 8. Say pictures of balls. You're out.
So round 2, we're starting off with Just Friends versus Deadpool, and we're gonna start with you, Matt.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, this is a fire one.
Oh my god! So
fire.
I am a huge fan of 80s rom-coms and like stuff like Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead's my favorite movie of all time. And Just Friends kind of hits that same ridiculous humor and tone. So I'm going to have to go with Just Friends.
All right. Kenny?
Okay. I'm going to go Deadpool. I think and that's like edging it too. Like, I think that's probably the hardest battle it has to me for Ryan Reynolds movies. Because that one's fire. Just Friends is fire. I'm not really a fan of rom-coms, but that was a good one.
Yep. Kevin?
Every time I hear the phrase "just friends," a little piece inside of me at the age of like 17 to 19 years old dies. So I'm gonna go for Deadpool.
He was friend zone. Like, it was bad.
That's crazy, dude. You should have tried being like a hardcore nerd. You didn't even have to worry about girls. They didn't get anywhere near you.
Bro. I was the lead. I went to an all boys school where I was the lead in the musicals and the captain of the chess team. Yes, I cleaned up.
Okay, dude. I was on the chess team too. Too sweet.
Captain of the chess team. President.
I ain't doing that. I'm not trying to get my ass kicked at school.
No. So the time I almost got my ass kicked at school was it was sophomore year. I ran for president against the dude who was like, he wasn't necessarily like, he was like the middle line. He was like Vlad, like he was like the middle linebacker for the football team that he like would run head down into the wall and like knock himself out and give himself a concussion. It was this dude. This is the guy that was the class president. And I went up to give my speech and I said something along the lines of like, I don't know why. I think it's just I was super nervous, but I said something along the lines of like, if you guys actually want something to get done, like vote for me. And when I said that, people like even in the crowd were just like, ooh. That dude walked up there, Eric. He walked up and he just goes, if you guys want to see Ken Martin get his ass kicked after school, vote for me. He won in a landslide. Fucking landslide. Luckily, I was doing the basketball team's homework, so they escorted me out of the building safely that day.
That's crazy. But I got a question. So you say you were on the dance team. You say my fault, not dance team. You said you were
dance team. So you did tap dancing?
I did take some jazz.
You said you did the musicals.
Leading the musicals. I was the goddamn music man.
He was Hugh Jackman.
You said you're the music man.
I was goddamn music man.
You did the basketball team's homework. You did what else? Man. You said you did in the beginning. you did something else.
I tried to run for class president. Oh, and then I was president of the chess club.
Yeah, all four of those. Look, we are hiring at Geek in the Sheets. We always need another member. So, yep, come on over. That lineup is crazy. That's
a crazy resume.
That's up there with mine. That's superhero like lineup. Like that's what they do.
High school, I was ranked the 26th best high school chess player in the state of New York. That's my one little claim.
Wow.
Bro, we both would have been really good friends as virgins. That would have been sick.
Look at us. Now look at us. We got kids.
We got kids now. We're not virgins.
So I forget, are you guys all from New York?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not me.
No.
I am.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Or sorry, yeah, I am, but no, Kenny's not.
No.
Kenny, where are you
Ohio.
from?
Ohio.
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 You actually have family that lives out in Xenia, but they're all crazy. But
Yeah.
so I'm from a small town called Hornell, New York. That's where I grew up. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. It's
The school? Where the school is?
so Alfred State College is down by there.
Oh, I thought you said Cornell.
No, Hornell. I live
Cornell.
closer to Cornell now than I do. So Hornell with an H. It's about 70 miles south of Rochester. But regardless, like if you weren't into cars, redneck shit, or football growing up, forget it. Like you were definitely friend zoned more than anything. So it took a lot of reinventing myself over time to still be true to myself and be able to hang out with the cool kids to finally like start dating and getting girls and stuff like that. I'm very familiar with the friend zone stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been friend zone too. The thing is, if you watching this and you dealing with that girl and you're like, damn, I wonder if she likes me. Fuck her. Go on, move on. I'm gonna say, go ahead and move
Play a
on.
video game. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Go have fun.
Watch Logan in black and white.
Someone just
I-
asked if Hornell is canned chili. Close, but no.
Yes, they did Blade Trinity for some reason.
He did play Chitters.
I don't know. I
Again,
don't understand
it's
it.
not.
I don't
It's
understand
not
it.
the movie. It's how he did it.
Yeah,
in the movie.
it's the role in it.
They also
okay.
have never seen Les Mis, so welcome to the show.
It says you're gonna be miserable in the title. I don't want to see that.
I thought it was less miserables for the
I
longest
thought it was
time.
too.
Oh my god.
So next up we got the Prestige versus Blade Trinity. Matt.
Oh, it's got to be The Prestige. The Prestige is just such a great movie. I mean, Blade Trinity has the best one-liners ever, but it's got to be The Prestige. It's such a good movie. So good. Prestige all the way.
Kevin,
All right,
what's your one? What's yours? I want him to do his first.
Kevin, what's yours?
What do you vote on?
I'm going Blade Trinity because fuck Prestige.
That's why I wanted it. I knew he's gonna do that.
That's easy.
All right.
I'm going Prestige.
All
Now I hope
perfect.
Prestige wins it all now.
I'm
You
so
know
mad.
it's always gonna
I'm
have
so
one vote
mad because
against
I wanted DeVito to make it so the Blade Trinity wouldn't get in because I thought you guys were gonna do that. But all right, then we got Logan Noir versus Days of Future Past. Kenny, Battle of the Wolverines.
These are two good ones too. I'm gonna go Logan Noir. Even though I've never
Alright.
seen it in black and white.
And Matt.
You know, I did really, really love Days of Future Past, but I did kind of hate that it was just like this setup for after everything we just did. We're just gonna hit the reset button. We're just gonna do like the way that we just presented it, just so we can start the whole thing.
Kevin,
over
why are
again.
you
There was
talking?
Was it me again? Damn it, son of a!
Didn't even hear the fucking gavel going off. All right.
Yeah,
I don't hear
he
the
was-
sound effect.
OG Matt.
So disrespectful.
I am as a movie. I'm with Logan Noir just because Logan was just fucking awesome. Days of Future Past was awesome, but Logan was more awesome.
Yeah. All right. Go
Now-
with the character. He's doing his thing.
Now, Kevin, your turn.
I already blew my load. Logan Noir.
He was just clang, clang.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't hear
I think
you
they
over
make a
the
pill for
gavel.
that.
Next up, we got Swordfish versus Waiting. Kevin,
That's me this time.
you're always Kevin.
I'm going waiting. I'm going waiting. That one I've laughed too much at that movie to not vote for it here.
All right, Kenny
I'm also waiting.
and Matt.
Waiting.
All right,
Swordfish.
I
made a nice
want.
run.
I wanted to
proud
hit
of it.
Swordfish. I wanted to say Swordfish just to piss people off, but no, Waiting is a much better movie.
All right. Then we got Deadpool versus The Prestige. Matt.
Oh, Prestige was just such a great movie, but Deadpool's way more iconic in terms of what I would get more enjoyment out of watching. Deadpool.
All right. Kenny.
I'm going Deadpool. I was going to say Prestige would be a dick, but yeah, I'm going Deadpool. I'll be real.
All right. Kevin.
The Prestige.
All right. Damn.
Shocked.
I can either
shocked,
use my veto
shocked if
here
you're not
or
going to
the
use your
next
veto
one.
there. I'm going to be shocked if you didn't put the Prestige in there.
I honestly like.
Are you going to use your veto for this?
I can't. No, I can't. I can't let Deadpool not make it into the finals. So then we got Logan Noir versus Waiting. Kenny.
They're gonna get mad at me for this one. I'm going Waiting. If I see both of them are on right now, I'm gonna choose Waiting. I'm sorry. They're just being real.
All right. Kevin.
Well, yeah. So I'm a couple beers deep and everything. So if I probably see that on right now, I'm probably going to turn on Waiting because I'm just going to laugh at it for a couple minutes and then turn it back off. But when I have a heavy place for a movie that like legit makes me cry, and at the same time, I think everybody really wants this. The championship should be Deadpool versus Logan. I feel like that should be the answer. So I'm voting Logan.
Man,
Matt?
We'll do this again, huh?
So I one of the same friends in the same friend in the story earlier used to stay at my other friend's house, and he'd take whatever DVD and put it in and watch it over and over again. So the same movie would play 5 times in one day for like 3 days in a row. So because of that, I can only watch Waiting every once in a while. So Logan Noir wins my vote.
All right. I'm using my veto, and I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So the finals is exactly how I wanted it to be. It's a Hugh Jackman versus a Ryan Reynolds movie. So,
And what characters are they?
In
in Deadpool and Wolverine. So we got the debate again, guys. So Deadpool or Logan? We'll start with you, Kenny.
Deadpool.
Kevin? It's got to be Logan. I literally named my daughter Logan. I have to give her that vote.
All right. Matt, you're the ultimate decider in this.
Man, this is tough. Both are great movies in their own respective rights, but I have to say at the end of the day, I still think Logan is a better movie.
Awesome. Love to hear it.
I'm not mad at it, but if you had said Deadpool, I would have been like, I should win it. I should have won that first round.
All right, so Wolverine won.
Retcon that like Deadpool.
Wolverine won the debate and the tournament. Look at that.
WWE,
I'm
man.
not mad at it. I like him.
All right.
I'm not mad at it.
So
Either
Logan
one.
Noir is the number one
You can
movie.
acknowledge you're the tribal chief of Logan.
I've never seen a completely different movie that I've never seen before that now apparently I have to watch.
All right. So next up, just do our recommendations. So and it could be anything. Literally recommend anything you want besides your own stuff. We'll do that afterwards. So for my recommendation, I am gonna go with go outside. It's nice. It's been getting nice out. So go outside and enjoy the weather while it's good, especially if you're in New York, because fuck those snow days. So get outside, do some fun shit. Matt?
I would say if I had to recommend something, if you guys love reading comic books, start reading books by Distillery. They come in big magazine style comic.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're getting some of the top creators in the in the industry to do some new stories and stuff like that, like Scott Snyder, and they're all creator owned, so the creators own the rights to these books. Here's another one called Somna. They're very adult, but I think that's what makes them fun. And then so far, this is my personal favorite. It's by Mirka Andolfo. She's an Italian artist, super awesome artist. I've met her once. It's about a pop star who steals the souls of her fans. So yeah, no, really good.
Swift.
Yeah, it's about Taylor Swift. So yeah, I just recommend those. They're good. They're good reads. They're fun, and like I said, they're big. They're bigger than comic size. So,
all right, Kevin, what's your recommendation for the week?
I'm gonna recommend listening. If you haven't seen the movie Green Lantern, you should super go out and see it. With starring Ryan Reynolds. It's a fantastic clip. No, that's the only good thing about that movie is that it was the preface for him to become Deadpool. I think. No, really, my recommendation. I was brought back on a big kick of one of my childhood favorites. Listen, this is your sign. Go out and buy some Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. It's just as good as you remember it being. I fucking love it. I fucking love that cereal so much.
It's
Cinnamon
good.
Toast Crunch all goddamn day. Number one breakfast food. Number one breakfast cereal.
I was cleaning out my closet today, and I have like a bunch of just
Cleaning
random
out my
collectible shit in there.
closet.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
And I have
I
a
never
bunch
meant
of,
to make you cry.
I have a bunch of sealed like collectible foods, and I like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch in there expired like 4 years ago, and I was like, I wonder what it would taste like just to crack this bad boy open. But I'm not
Did you
going
try
to.
it?
No,
Oh, you
no, fuck
should.
that. I got candy bars in there that expired like 10 years ago too. They're nasty.
That's
But
crazy.
I like collecting them though.
Try it. I can't kill you.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to because I want to keep them sealed. Because they're like the they're like the Pokemon and the.
When are you gonna eat it then? 14 years?
Never. I mean, if we get invaded and I don't have food, I will eat them. But that's the only way.
Joe, if you die before me, I'm gonna rip open every one of those boxes of cereal and pour it in your grave.
So
That's crazy.
here's a question.
You should eat them.
Here's a question on the collectible food thing. A, I didn't know that was actually a thing. But B, it doesn't surprise me. And C, what if you encased it in epoxy resin, like just to preserve it, and it's like form that it is? No.
I mean, that would probably help, but I definitely did not do that.
Okay, I just was like wondering, like if you had like candy bar, like a Canadian Kit Kat or something like that, which are better than American Kit Kats, by the way.
Interesting.
Seal it in like just like a little mold of epoxy resin, and that way that thing just stays good forever.
Bye, Joe.
Well, I was just gonna say,
Joe has left for those.
It's like the drinks and stuff. So like how they have like the Spirit Bomb energy drinks.
Oh, okay.
Like shit like that, and then there's like the Back to the Future has one. So
I guess I do kind of have a food collection, but mine is all like I have the Flutie Flakes and the T.
Yeah, exactly.
The Josh Allen cereals.
Yeah, it's just like that. I
I'm
love collecting beer cans.
I'm drinking my beer from Buffalo, so
No, what is that?
that's Froth Brewing liquid lollipop.
Ooh, it sounds delicious.
It's
I am basic.
Really good.
Basic as well. Kenny, what's your recommendation?
I recommend toaster strudels over Pop-Tarts.
That's a good recommendation.
So you want to argue about that? I feel like those strudels is over Pop-Tarts. Yeah, all 96 flavors on the Pop-Tarts ain't beating out of one toaster strudel. That's how I feel about it.
Is it because you like to take the little package and
It's the icing. I don't know that icing. I feel like a kid again. I'm like,
The icing is weird though. It looks too similar to cum.
that's insane. That is insane. That's what you thinking. Oh, look at this nut of my toaster strudel. I'm gonna get some of
Hey,
that
listen,
nut.
I eat unfrosted Pop-Tarts, so
That's even more insane. I don't know why. That's more insane than eating nut flavored toaster strudel.
listen, I just don't want absolute.
That's even more insane to me. I would look at you not as bad if you did that.
I'm gonna bring on
A lot
to
of protein.
WrestleMania. I'm just bringing unfrosted Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna eat one every morning in front of you guys.
That's crazy. You might as well just bite into a cardboard box at that point. This same
There's
thing.
still shit inside of it. It's not like there's nothing on the inside.
Same thing.
So all three of you guys are going to WrestleMania?
Yes.
Me, me and
Well,
Kenny are.
no, Kevin isn't. I
Oh,
thought you
okay.
were.
Kevin is not.
I'm a little jealous. That looks like a good time. So
Yeah, we're going for like I think it's 5 days.
wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking stoked. It's
Hell yeah, man.
Which I'm excited too.
So last up, we got our plugs. We'll start with Kevin. He always has some good ones.
Hey, I'm Kevin.
All right, Kenny.
You can find me on all social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. Catch the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube's. You can see Unbiased, the football podcast. See TK on the little U for Unbiased. All things football. And you can also catch Hood Movie Reviews. Where you can see all your favorite Hood movie reviews. And like I said, and not so favorite Hood movies, we also review. And we just did Affliction, Toxic Misery. We had one of the co-stars of the movie on the podcast, which was nice to have him on there. And also catch Geek in the Sheets. We'll review all things nerdy, whether it's anime, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, anything you can think of. We try
Chess
to
and musicals?
video games. Nah,
No.
nah, not musicals. Everything
Oh,
else.
I'm a nerd, not a geek.
Yeah, let's say everything under the sun. And I think that's everything.
Yeah, I believe you touched it all.
Yeah.
And then Matt, if you want to go ahead and drop your no, not you,
merch.
Kevin. I'll throw up your comic cover again too.
Get some merch.
Yeah, so you can find me at theartofmattflint.com. All my socials will be linked up to there, as well as coming up, you can find me you can pick up this cover actually at March 16th and 17th at the Syracuse Fairgrounds at Syracuse Collectors Con. We're at that show. We're having a good chunk of the Turtles cast, 6 or 7 Power Rangers, and a few other Turtles artists. Additionally, you can come find me the weekend of March 13th. I will be in Buffalo at Decepticon #6 and Kingpin Comics, and a few various other shows coming up, including Nickel City.
Awesome. Oh yeah, Nickel City is coming up. All right. And then you can find all of our stuff at t13media.com. We have another sale coming up, 20% off all of our merch. That's going to be going from the 7th until the 12th. We got those new designs out there. We got the Kangaroo Court shirts. We got the D-Money shirts. I got a Judge Joe shirt out there. We got Geek in the Sheets. We got merch for everything. So check it out. And then as always, we'll be on Geek in the Sheets tomorrow, discussing all of your geeky news. And be on the lookout for me and Kenny streaming video games on our Twitch channel. We're going to be either me or him will be live on Friday doing WWE 2K24. So keep an eye out for that.
I might do that tonight.
He might just do it tonight. We don't know. So keep an eye out for that. And we will see. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I forgot to say what next week's episode is. Next week, we have Corey Martin on again. And we are going to be doing Ovechkin versus Crosby as the debate. And then for the draft, it's going to be MLB logos.
I don't think you're a good judge for that one. That's a biased decision there. We might need to trade you out.
Was it because I picked Crosby the last time we talked about this?
You guys should have had me for the judge of that one because I hate them both.
You're like I said, you're biased.
Both.
You already picked Crosby. I don't like this. Fucking Kangaroo Court putting its head.
I'll be the judge then. That's fine with me. I'll be
Kevin.
I don't watch hockey anyway, so y'all can just
Yeah, he's even better. I just hate them both.
Watch hockey. Black guy doesn't watch hockey. Doesn't watch musicals. Jesus Christ, Kenny.
That is wild. With that being said, you're in contempt of court again. You're stubbing your toe tonight, and I hope next time you get a cosmic brownie, there's no shit on top of it.